Well, guys, it's the kickoff of summer, Memorial Day weekend. Hope you all are being safe and enjoying yourselves with your barbecues, or your traveling, or camping, or whatever it is that you're doing this weekend. Those of you that are here in the United States and celebrating the holiday weekend. Of course, as we're out goofing around and having a good time, let's not forget the meaning of the weekend and spend some time reflecting on those who have not only served our country, but have paid the ultimate price and sacrificed their lives so that we can enjoy the freedoms that we have. People that are abroad and protecting our freedoms and protecting our homeland. So, thank you for all of you who've served, but especially for those that have sacrificed their lives and the families that they have left behind. And I think it's very important also that with stuff like this, especially those of us that have kids, that we impress upon the next generation things like this, like Memorial Day. It's not just an extra day to toss the frisbee around and run in the sprinkler, but there's a reason for it. I know in our family, I wasn't home to be able to participate in this, but my wife, who is enjoying the scouting, the Cub Scouts, and the pack that she has become part of the leadership of the pack, which is very exciting for her. But she and the boys went out, I guess it was Saturday, and they went and put flags on the graves of soldiers, so veterans. That was kind of cool, you know. It's important to pass that on to the next generation. So be safe and have fun, but also, you know, let's not forget what this is all about, and be appreciative of those that have given their lives. And also, you know, if you know anybody who is in the armed forces, or if you yourself are serving, big thanks to you. Or if you know someone or you see someone, don't be afraid to thank them for their service. You know, go out of your way and get out of your comfort zone just to walk up to a complete stranger, somebody in uniform, or, you know, extend your hand and thank you for your service. I don't think that that's a bad thing to do. Of course it isn't. But I know some of us that just, you know, it's uncomfortable to walk up to a complete stranger, but you know, hey, these people are out there making sacrifices so that you can stay home and flip hamburgers and toss a frisbee. Alright, so anyway, smoking Graco Blue Band that I got at the Strauss pipe sale this last March. Skipsy actually picked this one out for me. It's got a nice sandblast. There's another one just like this, same shape and everything, that was smooth, but she thought the sandblast looked really nice. So, great little pipe. And in it, I'm smoking, speaking of Strauss, I got some Union Terminal. And if you saw that last video I did with the these little jars, these little half pint size jars, and I've got my case right here. The jars in the case. I discovered you can very easily fit a 50-gram tin in one of these jars, but you can also, I had a pretty good size bag of this Union Terminal. I think there was about 3.5 ounces still in it, and that's all been pressed in here. And if you mush it down and pack it kind of tight, you can get, that's 3.5 ounces, and there's still some room in there. I think you could fit 4 ounces in there. So these little tiny half-pint jars can hold quite a bit of tobacco. So good size. Also, I did a video a while back about rehydrating tobacco, and it was a very simple technique. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to put the Union Terminal bag because it's tightly compressed. You want to have lesser amount of tobacco, or very loose tobacco. If you have something that needs to be rehydrated and you have this small half-pint size jar, check this out. I figured this out while I was driving last night. That last video I was talking about, I cut the corner off a bag, plastic bag, and put some paper towel with some that was moistened in the bag to keep it separated from the tobacco, and shove the bag in the jar, put the lid on the jar, and let it sit. Alright, here's another way. Check this out, alright? Take the lid off your half-pint jar. Get you at least a pint-sized jar, or you can get, the bigger ones like the quart or whatever. But I got, in this pint-sized jar, I've got about a little less than 4 ounces of water in here. Okay, and you want the wide mouth. Take the lid off of this, because the wide mouth will allow you to fit that half-pint jar right in there. And you can see the water almost up to the top of the half-pint jar. That 4 ounces is just about perfect with the displacement of the smaller jar to fit that in there. Now you can see that kind of just floats around there, and water, there's a gap in between there and the moisture. You put the lid back on here on the big one, leaving the lid off of the small one. Put the lid on the big one, and then just let it sit. Now you want to have it in some kind of a level area that's not going to get too disturbed, because you don't want that sloshing around in there and have the water get into the small half-pint jar, because then you're getting water in your tobacco and it's just a big mess. So you don't want that. But just leave that sitting there for however long. Check it after a few hours, and if it needs to sit in there longer, you can mix it up a little bit and let it sit for another few hours, or overnight, or even a couple days, depending on how dry it is to start off with. So that is another tip of how to rehydrate some tobacco. Pretty cool, huh? Alright. So, all that being said, again, I will say, have a safe weekend. I am currently just outside of Roanoke, Virginia. I made 2 deliveries today. I'm starting my layover now. I'll get up probably about midnight or so, head on over to Richmond, make a delivery there in the morning, then head over to Norfolk, make a delivery there in the morning, or probably midday by that point. And then start heading back this way. Of course, I won't have enough time to make it all the way back home, so I'll be taking a second layover tomorrow. And I'll be home probably sometime on Tuesday. So, while y'all are enjoying your barbecue or you're camping out or whatever you're doing, I'm stuck in a truck. But, yeah, gotta pay them bills. So, as I sign off here, I will say again a big hearty thank you for those that have served the country, and who have, especially those that have paid the ultimate price and given their lives for our freedom. So, have a good Memorial Day weekend, guys. Be safe. We'll see you in the next video. And don't forget, smoke 'em up.